Hello everyone, I'm Asa. I'm back to review the last zombie map in BO4 that's free with no extra purchases besides the game. Before I start this review, I'm gonna say one thing. I try to review this as its own map and not as a reimagined of Mob of the Dead. And let me just tell you, it did not work out. The maps are way too similar to not compare. It is impossible to not compare them. While playing this map, I got too many flashbacks to memories I didn't even know I still had of Mob of the Dead. That's all I wanted to say before I start. Now let's go into the video.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Blood of the Dead is crowned as the most disappointing map in BO4. A lot of people in the zombies community hate this map because of how bad it is compared to the original Mob of the Dead. I haven't played this in a few years and I thought I was not gonna have bias towards this map, but soon after I played this, I saw how hard it is not to compare both of them. First, let's talk about the intro cutscene of this map. So the cutscene starts with the Primus crew going to Alcatraz to get the blood vials between Cecil and Gora Krobi. But the only difference is that this universe, they arrive late, while Lee and Bruce, aka the Warren, destroys the portal. They need to go to Goro Krobi, and that's how the beginning of the end starts. They run around the prison a little bit until they get stuck in the docks, and the cutscene ends, and then we're thrown into the map. The one thing I was confused at the beginning of the map was why are we in Richtofen's laboratory when the cutscene we ended in the docks, and now we're here? The lab is a pretty cool spawn room to spawn in. You can see the transit crew frozen in the chambers. And you can do the teleport one on Easter egg and how cool it looks in general. It's one of the best looking spawn rooms in zombies in my opinion. The spawn area is one of the two new areas added to the map. The power room is to turn on the door to go to the main map. It's pretty boring. The whole spawn area is a pretty boring place to be in. I'm not here no more than 2 rounds. And I only come back to get the suitcase to build the Aztec kit, feed the dog to a Hell Retriever, or spin the mystery box, or to get my Drew perk, which 100% of the time is Dying Wish. They did very little to this part of the map and didn't do anything to make it outstanding to the rest of the map, which gives it little to no motivation to come back here after I get everything I need here. And I won't come back, which makes this area irrelevant. They should have done more with this part of the map. They probably should have not had the catwalk there because it's a bad area to be during the first time you open it. You get overwhelmed being deal with all zombies ego in and round 1, but it's still pretty annoying part to go through to get in the main part of the map. Especially those hands in the wall trying to grab my dick. After you go through the hell there's the catwalk, you end up in a familiar place that if you play Mob of the Dead, you recognize the spawn room, and if you shot Bruce, him too.
Get you some crunchy, boy.
The only difference here is that there's no way to go to Afterlife, and there's no potential part near the red box you used to go Afterlife in Mob of the Dead. Also, a thing I hate is when you go to the main area, that you need to go down to the docks to turn on the second power, to turn on the power throughout the whole main area. Then Bruce comes for his booty. And after you turn on the second power switch to get access to a new area where Speed Cola was in Mob, it's pretty much the same except there's a new area in this part of the map. The Warren's house, and it's useless. They just added the Warren's house for literally no reason. The dog could have been left in one of the 2 original locations. The Magnagat upgrade could have been left somewhere else besides the Warren's house. The Hell Retriever could have been put somewhere else, probably in the original location, and not need to go to the Warren's house to go through the tunnel to go to the showers. And with all these new areas being added, one area was removed to make space. The Golden Gate Bridge, which was the worst idea ever. It was long ago, but I remember if I wasn't training in the cafeteria in Mob of the Dead, I was there in the Golden Gate Bridge. It was a spacious and good place to kill bruises. It has so much to do with the story of Mob of the Dead, and the real story is based off the real escape of Alcatraz prison. So removing it removes a lot of connection it has with Mob of the Dead. It's not bad to try and not be the same as the other map, but Cherry should have gone crazy with the changes to Blood and try to get its own identity and try to make it unrecognizable to the original instead of half-assing it. They should have probably taken more places out and added more new ones, or changed the original area so much to the point where it felt like it was a whole different room and a whole different map to Mob. Maybe done something similar to D Machine where it had Knock in it, but nobody talks about how it was a reimagining of it. They talked about how new things they added to Cold War and how the map is the machine, non-Nocturne or Token. Well, I've never actually played Cold War, so this might be a bad comparison. But when the trailer came out, I heard how they were using Nog as a part of the map to sell copies. But we were surprised how good the map was. And I didn't heard of, oh, this is a Nog but bigger. No, everyone talked about everything except that. Also, what the fuck does Pack and Punch move? Why did I thought having a Moon Pack and Punch was such a great idea here, too? Especially when it goes back to the power room back at spawn. Like, just keep it up in the rooftop. Just please. Calm down. Finish this, then you can just go punch some. I don't know, punch the wall or something. There's less move to go around the map, like in Mob. In that map, you had to go around the map to get the plane parts to get a pack. Now there's no real reason to go around the map like before. In my opinion, I feel like they should have kept the plane and have pack punch and go and get a bridge. And an important part of the Easter egg be they're like the final battle. Have it be needed to be there to get out the Alcatraz because that's where the cycle was broken and Mob dead. So if they wanted to leave, it had to be the same place where it was broken. You won't need to take out the bridge out of the map and have it be as meaningful as it was in Mob. Have it be where the end of the Easter egg takes place in. Enough of talking about the map, let's talk about the weapons. Specifically the specialists. Since Blood is part of the Ether story, the specialists are different and the new four are the Hellfire, a flamethrower, the Overkill, a death machine, the Ragnarok DG5, her original, and the Pad of Saros, which is basically Takuyo's katana. I've only tried two, which are the Ragnarok DG5s and the katana, and from these two I like the katana more because it's more useful, especially when you get to level 3 and you can go to Zombie Blood mode like you do in Origins. Also, why they change the Ragnarok DG4s to DG5s? Like they ain't fooling anyone. Changing the 4 to a 5 with the Ragnarok, like you ain't fooling anyone, they're just the DG4s. Just the same thing, they have the same abilities.
Hi guys, Mr. Ruffles here. To kick this video off, I need to give credit to Chaos Destroyed, who I believe did...
The shield here is unique like the other two maps. It's constructed by using the Warren's Key, a shield plate, and a souls, I think. That's the thing you get from the red box, this glowing blue. The shield has a unique ability that deals with the problem of not being able to power up stuff like using Afterlife in Mob, and that's being able to suck the souls out of the zombies by using the Warren's Key and then projecting it into Spirit Blast. Which is really good power and reminds me of the knife in 9 that are after enough kills you blast them with fire of some sort with the blade comes with. The Blundergat was my second favorite wonder weapon behind the stats back in BO2 and it's still amazing here. They lower the ammo, but you having your specialist, it doesn't matter as much because you can use it and save ammo on the Blundergat. I like the new upgrade version of the Blundergat, the Magmagat. It fits how the place looks, being a fiery weapon, which makes sense because Alcatraz is a zombie taking place in hell. The Magmagat is very powerful and has the same effect as the Acid-Gat. They attract zombies when shot. But using both, I feel like the Magmagat is stronger than the Acid-Gat, but I don't know if it's true, but it does feel like it when I use it. The thing I liked about original Mob was the Hell's Retriever. Or here in Blood, when I throw the Hell's Retriever, it feels like I'm throwing a dull axe to the zombies. I never upgraded to the Hell's Redeemer, but I didn't do that in Mob, and it still felt powerful into round 25, until it started slowing down. Here it feels like ass when I throw it during round 15. Also, they got the spoon, and it's just a boy enough. Calm down, not that good. Well, overall, the map is a pretty decent map, and while playing it and doing this video, I started remembering my times playing Mob, and the memory felt so beautiful. We're playing Blood, I felt like it was better than I remember, which makes this map feel like how people describe it. It's a very disappointing, it's a quick cash grab, and having as high expectation as Revelations is greatly disappointing and was hated so much for it. But background does serve purpose with a lot of staff getting cut during the making of Blockhouse 4 and being worked on during the same time as 3 other maps, which took time off it and wasn't as ready as it could have been. It's like they tried to spread out the ingredients while making the cake. And they didn't put certain things here for other maps to not be left worthless and plain. That's how I feel like this map was made. It was rushed, unfinished product that didn't get as much resources as it deserved. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like BO4 Zombies was only supposed to be chaos, but we're actively making try to get them to sell more copies by promoting a reimagined map of one of the best maps ever made, while all good old crew. It's an eye catcher. I feel like nothing can stay good forever, since eventually the big corporates will get and squeeze as much as it can and not let it end unless it stops making money. BO3 was supposed to be the end of the Ether story, but with the big success the game had, Activision not wanting to stop, they forcibly made Treyarch continue the Ether storyline until they could no more. They wanted to move on, but they couldn't. Treyarch had passion and love with zombies. I heard how this was just a fun project and zombie was never meant to be how it is, but then putting their heart and soul into it, it blossomed into ripped away by Activision, leaving it beautiful in the outside, but empty in the inside. Just there to show how cool it could be, but disappointing while playing it. They weren't the underdogs risking new things to prove themselves like before. They were the extra game mode before, but now they're the proven game mode that doesn't need to come up with big new ideas like before to sell new copies. Call of Duty Vanguard is shitty as fuck from what I heard, and people still bought it even though Call of Duty hasn't had a great Call of Duty since Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty in general isn't underdog anymore, risking and improving their game to be one of the big video game franchises like before. Nowadays you need to put a Call of Duty in the cover and people will still go out and buy it even if they know it's probably not going to be good. They become too successful for their own good, and trying to please everyone made it please no one. So my final score for this map is a 5 out of 10. And I'll give this map a 4, but seeing how this messed it up so bad, it made me feel pity, so I just put a 5. Fight me for it. I'm not saying you have to agree with my score, it's my opinion in the end of the day, and you have the right to have your own opinion too. You can have it lower or even higher, but I want to put it in the middle. I was originally going to go back to World War Zombies to BO3 and review those maps for the last Ura and close the pages on the Ether story and review the rest of the BO4 maps later, after I reviewed the past game first, but Activision had to lower the price on the season pass of BO4, meaning I could get all the maps for cheaper. So you bet your sweet ass I did. I just wasted so much money for the past 2 weeks, god damn it. Oh yeah, have you noticed the gameplay is a little clearer? Well, I bought a capture card, which, no, it's not like I didn't have the budget to put myself to spend that much. I bought a cheap $35 one from Amazon, which is good for now. Well everyone, that's all I have to say, so I'm Asa, and I'll see you guys in the next video, reviewing Classified. Goodbye.